Hi, Sandra Wilson here, clinical hypnotherapist, and in today's video I'm just going to be continuing with the theme of the challenges we have with emotion, understanding emotion, chasing the positives, repressing the negatives. And in today's video I thought I would talk a little bit about just the subtle but nonetheless still very uncomfortable feeling that you are not enough, that you should be a certain way, and the guilt that comes with not fitting in. And again, it can be subtle, it's powerful, and the best way it can be described really is just a sense of feeling that you've done something wrong, that you're in trouble. And nobody necessarily even has to say that you've done something wrong or that you're in trouble. It's just a feeling, and it's a very strong feeling. And it's not uncommon for children to start feeling this way when they enter the school system. Maybe there's a bit of a pattern with being told to be quiet or to listen better, especially when you spend a lot of your time just gazing out of the window. And it can be very, pervasive. So even, if you didn't have, heaps of negative conditioning as a child, many kids with ADHD do, especially if it's not diagnosed, especially in women. It's just quite a powerful feeling that people don't feel positively about you, that you've done something to upset them, that you're not enough, and they think of you as being less than they are, or that your opinion isn't valid, so you often might just hold back on speaking what you think, speaking your mind. And people pleasing very much does tie into this. It's all interwoven into the sensitivity of, toward being rejected. So the feeling that you're not good enough, the feeling that you have done something wrong, that you're in trouble, the feeling that other people look down on you. And even though nobody may have said that you're in trouble, or they've said that they're looking down their nose at you, or they think somehow that you're, a bit inferior to them, it's just incredibly difficult to explain that overwhelming sense, that feeling. And it all starts with being told or observing some behaviour or comment from a caregiver or a teacher or even friends in our earlier years, just being told that we're not like other people, or why do you daydream so much? Why don't you try harder? You're clever. How come you're not applying yourself? Why are you so lazy? Why can't you help around the house a little bit more? Why do you have to be so argumentative? So it feels that we're labelled from a very young age without quite understanding why, and that feeling that we are in trouble, not good enough, can really, it's subconscious, but we feel it and we might not always recognise it. And when we feel those things around other people, it can make socialising and building relationships and even performing in a work environment incredibly difficult. So soon, you might have a manager that says, "Oh, do you mind just popping into my office for a moment?" And your immediate thought is, "Oh my God, what have I done? What have I said?" Or maybe your partner expresses a little bit of annoyance over something fairly minor, and your first thought is, "Oh my God, they're going to finish with me. This is it now. This is my relationship's over." So yes, it can lead to catastrophizing, but it is a very powerful core belief that somehow you're not good enough and it's all your fault. Other people's problems are all your fault. So I hope that makes sense. And yes, it is possible to do something about this feeling. And even though on a logical level you might see, you might understand that of course you haven't done anything wrong and it's not your fault, and you don't necessarily, you know, you're not necessarily in trouble with your manager and your partner's not going to dump you. But we can, therapy, especially hypnotherapy, can help you get rid of those feelings. So I do hope that if you're watching this video and this resonates with you, do get in touch for a friendly chat. I hope that was helpful. Bye for now.